What up and what it do, NBA fans, Wall Street Hit My Line fans. It's me, Wall Street. And I want to talk about the most unpredictable team in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers. Because I never know if this team is good, bad, terrible, amazing, championship contenders. I never know. I never know. I don't think anyone does, but I struggle with it a lot, not knowing what the hell they're doing. But I want to talk about this namely because the Lakers started out the season very, very good. Started out very good. You know, they won their first 3 games, were 3-0. Then they dropped 2, won another one. And then eventually they went on a 6-game winning streak that put them at a record of 10-4. In that final game on that streak where they won, Dalton Connect put up 37 points. And it was a great sign. We were like, oh, wow. Like, the Lakers are, they mean business. Like, this is straight up business. You know, people are loving this. Lakerland is loving this. And, then they dropped 3 in a row right after that. And then they win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose another 3 in a row. Then they, recently they won against Portland. Last night, lost to Minnesota. So now they're only 1 game above 500 now. 25 games into the season. You should have a vibe and a sense of what your team's going to be now, right? And it's also been a little weird because LeBron just stepped away from the team for personal reasons. People don't really know why. It's a little confusing. We don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of questions about Anthony Davis. Can he lead this team until LeBron gets back? I don't know. It just seems like a weird thing that's going on. I don't really know what's happening. And I don't really think LeBron has slowed down. He's quite literally about to turn 40 years old. He's spent more than half of his life playing professional basketball in the NBA. And we haven't really seen him slow down yet. On the season, averaging 23 points per game in 35 minutes a game. 8 rebounds, 9.1 assists. But he's averaging 4 turnovers a game. So I don't want to say he's gotten sloppy because he's not sloppy. It's just like I don't really think he doesn't have the team that he used to have, like in Cleveland and Miami. He doesn't have that type of team anymore. Anthony Davis is obviously amazing, but Anthony Davis is not a creator, right? So when LeBron was playing with D Wade or Kyrie, those are guys that can move the ball to wherever they want on the court. Anthony Davis is not really that type of player. He's very good in many other ways, but it's a little different, right? It's just a little different. So I don't know what to expect from this team. I mean, D'Angelo Russell's decent, not great, only averaging 12.5 points per game. Austin Reeves is their 3rd leading scorer at 16.8 points per game. Dalton Connect has been great for him, 10.8 points per game. Rui has been good, but, I've mentioned this before. I think Rui Hachimura is kind of a plateauing player in this league right now. Hasn't really shown a lot of improvement over the last couple of years, but, we'll see what happens. But I don't see the goal here. So they're probably going to have to trade for somebody. What I would recommend is trading for somebody before the deadline. Because I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, I don't think LeBron wants to go anywhere else, but does LeBron want to win another championship? Yes, obviously. But I don't know how that's going to happen here with this situation we got going on. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I love LeBron. Love Anthony Davis too. 2 of my favorite players. But this team is just very unpredictable. And I mean, I think JJ Redick's a good coach. But I don't really think he has a whole lot to do with what's going on here. I mean, I think he's a good motivator, and I think guys are going to respect him a lot more because I think all the guys on the team know of JJ Redick. I mean, a lot of the guys who were playing for Darvin Ham, might not have even known that he was, an NBA player at a certain level, right? Like, JJ Redick was a much more prominent NBA player, and he played in a lot of, systems that required him. Obviously, he's a shooter, but I think he's a little more knowledgeable of plays that can be run and how to run certain offenses. Defense, I'm not really so sure about. I mean, the Lakers are never really, an amazing defensive team. They haven't been over the last couple of years. And, I will say, though, when they had Dwight Howard in, the bubble year, like, they had a good defense that year. And they had KCP. That they had a good defense that year. This year and, last year, defense has just not been great. Right? So, like, who do you go and get? Do you go and get a perimeter defender? I mean, someone like Dyson Daniels would have been great for them to pick up, but obviously that would have probably costed them a hefty price. But, I don't think your players that aren't in the spotlight, like Rui is not a great defender. You don't have a ton of good defenders on the team. D'Angelo Russell, not the best defender. Don't connect. It's his first year. Maybe he'll develop into a better defender, but not really a great defender. Jackson Hayes, good interior defender, but could probably use a little bit of weight to really guard guys in the post better. But I don't know what to expect from this team. Like, I honestly, they could end the season being the 3 seed, or they could end the season being the 14th seed. Like, there's so much range, and I feel like this has happened for at least like the last 2-3 years. Where we never know. Going into the season, you're like, okay, the Lakers could be the champions, or they could be in the lottery. There's such a wide range of where they could end up, and it's interesting. They're definitely one of the most intriguing teams in the league, but something that they need to be wary about is they really do need to make the playoffs, because I'm not sure what the implications are, but I do believe their pick is going to get conveyed to the Atlanta Hawks for a previous trade that they made. That might have been the DeAndre Hunter trade from years ago. But, right now the Lakers are projected to have the 12th pick in the NBA draft, which would then get conveyed to Atlanta. Atlanta's obviously having a better season. And Atlanta's pick is going to San Antonio. So Atlanta's really hoping that the Lakers drop as much as possible, I'm sure, so that they can have a high pick once again and build on, the number 1 pick that they had in this past year's draft, picking Zachary Rissache. But, that's what happens when you go all in and try to win now, because obviously, LeBron's, like I say, he's going to be 40 years old. Anthony Davis is not a spring chicken anymore. He's not old, but he's not young in league terms, and they gotta really figure this out. It might be a situation where they come back after All-Star break and they're really pushing and doing what they have to do, and they go on a nice little streak. It's really about that. I mean, if they can finish the year going, having 4-game win streaks, and then maybe you drop 1 or 2 and then go on another 4-game win streak, they're probably going to be good. They're probably going to make it into the playoffs. And I think when they get into the playoffs, that's when the unpredictability really, benefits them, because some people might say, oh, this Lakers team is the 8 seed or the 7 seed, like they're not going to take down the Thunder or the Grizzlies or the Rockets. Like, if the Lakers match up against the Rockets, I could see them winning that series first round. If the Lakers take on the Grizzlies, I think that's a tougher series for them to win. I think it's tougher for them to beat the Thunder, but I think knowing LeBron and Anthony Davis, I think they could beat the Rockets or the Thunder. I think they could probably beat the Grizzlies too, but I think the Grizzlies have gone through that before. The Grizzlies were the 2 seed, a couple years back, and lost to the 7 seed Lakers. So I don't think they're going to fall for that again, right? And they don't have Dillon Brooks this time, so there's not going to be this whole outrage in the media. Dillon Brooks talking about poking the bear, this and that, whatever, all that. That was their downfall, in my opinion. Dillon Brooks should have just probably stopped talking. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this Lakers team, so I would love to know what you guys think. So leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Lakers. What do you think this team's going to wind up doing this season? Where do you think they're going to be at by the All-Star break? Do you think they're going to make any big trades? Do you think they need to make trades? Want to know your thoughts. And as always, if you like the video, please drop a like down below. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you do not like the video, give me a dislike. Let me know what it is. Tell me what's up. I won't get offended. Maybe. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys with the next one. Stay safe, take it easy, watch some basketball, handle business. Peace.